Hi, this is Deb with Save on Sports and More. I get a lot of questions from people asking me to teach them what I do. And it's so hard. I've tried to teach my mom. She dabbles on eBay. It's just really hard to teach. But I want to try and do some more videos to try and help you guys along with what you're doing. I have been selling on eBay now 21 years. I started in 97 with the Beanie Baby craze. That's how I discovered eBay. I've changed my business model time and time again. I just recently started doing it full time 2 years ago. And I know there's lots of people looking for ways to make extra money. The best way to start doing that is selling things around your house. That's what I did, is just selling things around the house. Then I started hitting clearance racks. I was buying things on clearance, anything I could make a buck at. People would say, well, what do you buy? Anything. Anything that I could sell for more than I paid. I try to double my money, depending on how much it is. If it's a big ticket item, obviously I don't need to double my money. If I'm spending $200, I'm happy to make 50 bucks on it. I don't have to make another $200 on it. So start small. Start with things around your house. I'm sure you've heard that before. But where I got to now, what really launched me into the full-time was I bought out a local sporting goods store. They were closing. They were going out of business. Everything was like 90% off. It was the last few days. I was loading carts and carts. Finally, the guy came up to me and said, look, I'll make you a deal on everything else in the store. And then he worked out a deal because there were some more locations. I bought out 3 of the stores for literally pennies on the dollar. I had to go rent a truck, bring everything home. I now do all of this full time out of my home. I have 3 rooms in my house that are full of product. I have clothing racks in my garage. I have one whole room that is just full of shelving units of product stacked almost to the ceiling, and it's a really high ceiling room full of product. So I'm able to do it all from home. If I can do this, anybody can do this. The only skill I have is I don't have a skill. There's not a special skill for this. It's hard to explain. It's just using your mind. Have I made mistakes? Absolutely. Have I lost money? Yep. I've bought some things that I wish I hadn't bought. I didn't make as much as I thought I would make. It happens. It goes with the territory. What I do now, I kind of wanted to just give you a day-to-day thing. What I do now, every day I source. I am sourcing every day. Product Sourcing 101, Facebook webpage. Every day. I'm looking for any new leads. I'm watching to see what people are selling, just hear what's going on. I have a list of vendors, wholesalers that I'm on their email distributions. If you hear about something, go to their website. One of the best things I ever did was I went to ASD convention last year in Vegas. I made lots of great connections. There's some vendors on there that I purchased from quite a bit. I got on their email list. I just bought something last week from one that I met there last July. I get their emails every week, and I've never seen anything that caught my eye, nothing that I thought I could make money on. Something finally caught my eye that, I got to have that. So I bought it. You never know what's going to be. There's no such thing as a bad connection when you're meeting these people. I sign up for all their email distributions. Yeah, I set up a separate email account for that. I read everything they have. So I'm constantly sourcing. I get emails every day from all these liquidation companies, closeouts, all that stuff. And I'm looking at everything they have. I look at their prices. I look up reviews. I look up product reviews on Product Sourcing 101. And then I'm on eBay looking at prices. How much are they selling for? What are they actually selling for on eBay? Not just what people are asking for them to sell. What are they actually selling for? And are they selling? Maybe only 2 have sold since January. Is that a hot product? No. The chance of my being able to move those isn't very good. So just a lot of things you got to look at. But I source every single day. I'm always looking for more product. I spend a lot of time going to Goodwills and things. I kind of stopped doing that because now I've got so many connections with different liquidation places that I don't have to do that anymore. My theory now is I stopped doing returns, buying returns. I was buying returns for a really long time. That launched me, my business as well. I got things going really well. We all know there's a huge risk with returns. Things are broke. I would test the heck out of things. I sold them for parts. Yeah, there was money to be made there, but so many things people wrote me, they broke after they got it. Didn't like the condition. It wasn't as described, even though I'm really particular about that. So I tried to get away from the returns. Yeah, there's a bigger markup when you're selling items that have been returned. I was selling Amazon returns, but it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work on my end, and I didn't like the return ratio of people returning them to me because they just weren't good enough, or something happened to it 2 weeks after they got it, or maybe I missed testing a particular thing that didn't work. So I was experiencing a lot of returns, selling returned items, if that makes sense. So now I had to give up that. It was a bigger margin of return. Yeah, I made more money on those items, but I had too many issues. So now I'm willing to take a smaller margin. Maybe I'm only making a few bucks on something, but I'm doing quantity. So now when I buy things, if I can get multiple, I'm buying as many as I can, as I think I can move within a reasonable time. So I've got some connections. I'm buying some high-end cosmetics. I buy 50 to 100 at a time. I'm selling them every day. You saw my unboxing video, the Spanx. I am selling 5 to 10 pair of Spanx a day. Maybe I'm only making $8 a piece, but hey, if I sell 10 a day, that's $80. That's a great way to stay in this long term. So source all the time, making more connections, doing everything you can to make more connections for sourcing. Take some gambles. You're going to lose. Be okay with the loss. You make up for it later. It's kind of you got to have money to make money. Yeah, you have to be willing to invest some money to buy product. But you got to buy the product to be able to sell the product. But right now, now that I've been doing this almost 2 years now full time, my sales are so good that I'm able to, invest more and more for sourcing. I think I spent almost 10 grand last week. I bought a lot of stuff last week, or the last few weeks, not just 1 week. It was several weeks. I would say within the last month, I probably purchased $10,000 worth of product. But in 1 month, I'm averaging about $15,000 in sales. So sales have been really good. I'm exclusively eBay, so don't ask me Amazon questions. I know I should, but I'm just haven't gone that way. I know I need to diversify, but haven't gotten there. So what I wanted to do was just kind of give you some more history, a couple tips. But what I want you guys to do, because I know I'm getting some followers, is give me your questions. Send me your questions. Post them here. I will do some more videos on the things that you want to learn about. If you're here from Product Sourcing 101, you can send me questions through there. I'll be happy to help with what I can. Rob Sear is a great resource on sourcing. I've learned so much from him. I've gotten some great connections through there. I would highly recommend going to ASD. It's free. I mean, you just got to get yourself to Vegas and stay there. But it's a great way to make some great sourcing connections. So I spend probably half my business day sourcing. The other half is I am listing more product and packaging and getting everything shipped out every day. This is my living room. This living room is my office. I spend at least 8 hours a day in here working. So that's just kind of a rundown of what I do, how I do, but I want to help more of you get to where I'm at, to be able to do more so that you can sell more, make it a full-time job. That's me. Please post your past questions, post them on, or send me messages through Facebook and Product Sourcing. I would love to help you guys. I'm going to have some more unboxing probably next week. This week I got some stuff in, but I just ordered 600 more pair of Spanx. I already did a video on Spanx, so I don't want to, I went ahead and opened and got started on that. I didn't want to do a video of that. But let me know what other kind of things I can get on here and teach you to help you build your business as well. Again, like I said, I only sell on eBay, so I can't address questions for other venues, but I'm sure the theory is the same. Regardless of where you're selling, you should be able to do the same kind of things I'm doing to resell. That's it for today. Let me know your questions, and I'll come back with some more videos. Bye-bye. Have a good one.